and welcome back to another Dice Tower review. I'm Judy, and this is Michael from the Nerd Shelves. Today we're going to talk about Darkness. This is a game played 2 to 5 players. It's designed by Taylor Hayward and is published by Green Meadow Games.
Darkness is set in the Dark Ages of Northern Europe. Mystics are trying to control the powers of nature by using spirit animals and powerful relics to summon ancient artifacts. Come join us as we try to dispel darkness. Each player starts with a hand of 15 animal spirit cards. Each player has a set of 3 cards in 5 different colors. So 3 red, 3 orange, 3 yellow, 3 green, and 3 blue. Depending on the number of players, piles of artifact cards are placed face down in a circle, consisting of 6 cards each, which represent the number of rounds. 6 cards for 6 rounds. The top card of each artifact pile is flipped over, and these are the cards used in the first round. There are 5 different artifact cards in the game, and all of these cards show different colors in the top left corner. The top color is the main color of that artifact and is what players are trying to bid on. The bottom color is the secondary color and is only used to break ties.
Relic cards are also flipped over based on the number of players. Relic cards have special powers that can break the game and bonus victory points. At the top of each of the relic cards are the color combinations needed to win them.
During each round, players are going to play cards at the same time, trying to win artifacts and relics by playing more of each color than their opponents. Players will play 6 cards out of the 15 in their hand. Each player will start by only playing 3 cards first, face up in front of them for everyone to see. Then, again at the same time, players will play 2 more cards. And then finally, the players will play their 6th and final card.
After everyone has played 6 cards, players will look at each artifact in the circle, and the player who played the most cards of the main color will claim it. If players are tied for an artifact, the tied player who played the most cards of its secondary color will claim it. If players are still tied on both of the main color and secondary color, no one will claim it, and it is now removed from the game. After all of the artifact cards have been claimed, then players will look at the relic cards available on the table, and any player who has played all cards matching the relic cards will also claim that card. Relic cards can be used in later rounds to activate special abilities.
If a darkness card is revealed in one of the artifact piles, players need to match the colors at the top to dispel it from the game. If none of the players have played matching cards, the darkness card is moved to what's called the veil. This is a collection of darkness cards that have not been dispelled. And if at any point in the game there are 3 darkness cards in the veil, each player must discard artifacts in front of them until they have the same number as the player with the fewest artifacts.
After all artifacts and the relic cards have been collected, the relic roll is replenished, and the top cards of each artifact pile is flipped over. Players retrieve all of their animal spirit cards, and a new round begins.
Play continues with players playing animal spirit cards, summoning relics, and collecting artifacts until the end of the 6th round. At this point, players will count their victory points according to different sets of artifacts and bonus points on some of the relic cards. the player with the most points is the winner of Darkness.
So let's Darkness. What do you think?
Ah, great. Yeah, great little game. I was actually really, really surprised.
Because of the small box?
Absolutely. I didn't know much about it, which is always nice sometimes when you go into a game not knowing much.
It's a good surprise.
It was a great surprise. And yeah, it was it's a great filler game. It's pretty quick, but it has a lot of elements that I love. So it has that bidding and bluffing mechanic, which I love games with that bluffing element of it, where you play 3 cards and I'm trying to get you or the opponent to think that I'm going for certain cards when maybe I'm trying to bid for other cards. I don't know. And then you play 2 more cards and you're distracting and misdirecting and bluffing. I really like that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I like how this game is set up.
Okay.
It's very simple. You just lay in a circle. They're pretty particular about how the cards you're facing.
Yeah.
But those relic cards, oh my goodness, they're fun.
Yeah.
You get to hide your cards.
Yeah, you can hide your cards, yeah.
Just fit your favorite part,
Yeah.
so your opponent don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you get to steal something.
Yeah.
And they're also in-game points. So they're
You forgot one, which is my favorite.
Which one
My
is it?
favorite relic action is after you play your 6 cards, you can play that relic to change your last card or change one of your cards. So I can really trick you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The relic cards are really powerful.
Very powerful. Yeah. And I think, when we first played it, we really underestimated those relic cards.
Yes.
We really just went for the artifacts.
Yes.
Getting those relic cards is really how you play the game.
Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also really like the darkness cards. That really adds a lot to the game too.
Yeah.
Because it sounds bad. If 3 darkness cards end up in the veil, then the person, you have to discard a bunch of your artifacts to go down to
the least.
the person with the least.
Yes.
Especially when we're only playing with 2 players. If I know you have more artifacts than me,
You're gonna do that on purpose.
I'm going to do it on purpose. Right?
Yeah. That darkness card doesn't count as endgame points, but it's a tiebreaker, and you definitely want to have it in your hand.
Well, yeah, exactly. Especially if you have lots of artifacts, you don't want to let it go to the veil. But
Yeah.
yes, that's just another added it's a little bit of strategy that you have to think about.
Yeah. So this is a small game, but a great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great fun. Yeah, I'm going to, this fits in a backpack. I could take it with me anywhere. Yeah, it's great.
Bring it to office or bring it out with your friends.
Absolutely. I
far away.
highly recommend it.
All right. So that is Darkness.
Take care. Bye.